Now, let's talk about another interesting situation where you can use an offline reference clip. And what I'm going to do to show this to you is I'm actually going to turn off the top two layers here. Let's just right click. I'm just going to disable those clips. And here's a situation. You've gone through and you've quickly put together a rough grade for the client who's going to be coming in soon. However, there's a few clips in your timeline that actually are not in there yet. Maybe they're graphics, who knows what they might be. And you actually have some gaps in your timeline where you know you're going to be putting footage, but when you show it to the client, you really just don't want it to be a clip and then black and then another clip again. So believe it or not, there's a way inside of Resolve to have Resolve fill those gaps with the offline reference clip. So how are we going to go about doing this? What I'm going to do is I'm going to press Command and comma, Control and comma for all my Windows friends out there. And inside of the user settings, inside the editing module, if you take a look all the way down at the bottom, we have two preferences. One called Show Offline Reference Clips for Timeline Gaps and Show Offline Reference for Non-Conformed Edits. Now for right now, we're just going to choose Show Offline Reference for Timeline Gaps because I did add a gap in my timeline. I'm going to say save, and you'll see that if I come back to the beginning of the timeline, our first shot fades up, and take a look at what happens. There's no clip in my timeline, and I've turned these clips off. However, what Resolve has now done is it's added that reference clip in place of the clips that aren't there, the clip or clips that aren't there. So this way, no matter what happens, the client, the director or producer, will always see the timeline the way that it should be seen, whether they're looking at the grade that was put together by the colorist or the grade that was put together by the offline editor. Now let's talk about that other option, Command and comma, to get those preferences back. I'm just going to turn that option off because we do have one for Show Offline Reference for Non-Conformed Edits.